Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Left Off the Map. Now there were a couple of dishes that I made for my girlfriend who became my wife later in life that I think won her over. One of them was a lamb curry that I did and the other one is this. It's like a Moroccan lamb stew. So in here I've got lamb, about 600 grams of lamb shoulder which I've diced up. I'm going to add some spice mixes to that. So I've got cumin and coriander, ground cumin and coriander. And cumin, coriander, some fennel seeds, and a big pinch of salt. And toss that. I'll just move that around so everything sort of gets nicely coated in that spice mix. So those spices are well covered now, or the lamb is well covered, I should say. So I need a good amount of oil in our big stock pot. Turn that heat on. Once that gets nice and hot, I'm going to pop my lamb in, get some colour on that, make sure it's nice and golden brown on the outside. My garlic and my onion will go in as well, and then cook that out again until it's nice and brown. Once we've got that, we'll come back and I'll show you the next steps. Now I've been joined by my little daughter, Charlotte, who we call Charlie. So the next thing I need to do, normally you would add sort of tomato paste here, but because we're going for sort of Mediterranean, I'm going for a Mediterranean pesto. So a couple of big tablespoons of our Mediterranean pesto. Cook that out. Charlie, did you know that this is one of the dishes that made your mum fall in love with me? Yeah, did you know that? No. There you go. Now you get to learn how I made it. All right, some honey as well we're going to put in there. So I've got a tablespoon of honey. Then some stock. Just enough stock to cover the meat. Stir that in. And then some bay leaves from our bay tree. 3 bay leaves, pop them in. I'm going to let that simmer away for about 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to take an hour to cook. So about 30 to 45 minutes. And then we're going to add our pasta to it to sort of bulk it out and make it a meal. Our lamb's been cooking for about 30, maybe 35 minutes, so we can move on to the next step, which is add a little bit more stock, because we would have lost some while we were cooking away, and because the pasta that we add now is going to soak up a lot of that stock that's in there. Need about half a box. Really tiny. Stir that in. Because I don't want to lose too much more of the stock that's in there, I'm going to put a lid on it. So the final bit of our stock, these are our dates. Tip them in. Good girl.
Is that all?
Yep. Stir them in as well.
Put the lid on.
You're going to put the lid on?
Yes.
On we go. Good girl.
Fogs up just quick.
Straight away, doesn't it?
Straight away.
And then we'll leave our lemon for just at the end. We'll add the juice of a lemon right at the end before we serve. So, the questions I was going to ask, who's this?
This is Boomerang.
That's Boomerang. And who else have we got here? Who are these two?
Chick Linda and Spirit. So this one's Chick Linda and that one's Spirit.
And do you have a favourite?
I must like Chick Linda.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Well, we'll let this cook for another 15 minutes. I've dished up our tagine, a little bit of lemon over the top just to freshen it up. And that's it. A beautiful, tasty it's one of those real comfort food dishes which is chock full of flavour, and the pasta itself, the rigatoni, soaks up all that flavour that's in the stock and the sauce. So it's very, very yummy. Something that would go perfectly with a really good quality Tasmanian Pinot Noir if you wanted to enjoy wine with this. All right, we'll see you when we get back from Holly at Coringa.
Today I'm touring the beautiful Derwent Valley region. It is such a spectacular area, and my first stop is at the 2-metre tall brewery. What an exceptional location. I'm here with Jane. Thank you for having me. This is incredible.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. Thanks for coming to our brewery.
A bar tucked away in the middle of these mountains and hills. This is pretty impressive.
Yes, well, we're right here in the heart of the Derwent Valley on a farm. So we're really focused on making farmhouse ale, cider, mead, using all of the amazing produce that Tasmania and particularly the Derwent Valley has to offer.
Well, it's definitely a very special place, and you guys are creating an absolute masterpiece.
No,
Good on you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.